We're going to take a ferry round trip this time. We'll see a lot of action in the water and beautiful landmarks along the seawall. As a bonus, I'm also going to get some yummy takeout. You'll see. Get your favorite drink and snack, sit back, and enjoy this moment with me because the view of the city across the water is spectacular. Conveniently, only a 5-minute walk from Science World, you'll find the village dock. I usually take the blue ferry from here to Granville Island. This ferry comes every 15 minutes and the ride will be less than 20 minutes each way. The round-trip ferry will cost us $12 to the Granville Island. That's for the other. The 20-minute ferry ride is an enjoyable experience because you can see beautiful yachts and boats, beautiful houses, and other interesting things, including the Plaza of Nations, Yaletown, Spyglass, Stamp Landing, and David Lamb. Alternatively, you can also take another ferry called Aquabus. When we take the ferry, it feels like we've left the city. Granville Island is located in Falls Creek on the edge of downtown Vancouver. It's one of my favorite islands in Vancouver since it has a distinctive character and the island has it all. From waterfront restaurants, boutiques, theaters, art studios, galleries, and public market. In 1870s, settlers established sawmills and logging roads on the other side of the Falls Creek. So make sure to watch Falls Creek video right after. I'll provide you the link so you can get the whole spectrum of the area. Then in 1889, after the first Granville Bridge connected the shores of Falls Creek, the south side started to get more attention. The demand for the building increased rapidly in the area. New affordable land with access to water for industry was desperately needed. I'm referring to the area where Granville Island is sitting on. Back then, it was just two large sandbars where First Nations usually did gatherings and fishing. What blows my mind is the fact that the island is man-made. Formerly, it's called Industrial Island, a home to factories and warehouse for logging, mining, and shipping industry. However, most of the industry was largely gone at the end of World War II. The corporation took ownership and management. Redevelopment began to make it appealing to a new type of community with plans for residential and recreational uses. The existing buildings would be reused as much as possible, and the industrial maritime heritage would be retained as a historic reminder and nostalgic memento. At the beginning, there were a lot of skeptics to turn industrial warehouse environment into one of the cultural hubs of the city. But as it turns out, this dilapidated island with waterfront scenery can be revitalized for a lot of local arts, culture, huge indoor public market, and restaurants to eat at. Food lovers, it's definitely a place for you to hang out. You can find and meet your cravings that hit the spot here. You'll never run out of options. And outside the market, by the waterfront, there are picnic tables and benches to sit at. Bridges Restaurant is a pub-style restaurant with an outdoor patio by the waterfront. The public market is open from 9 to 6 p.m., but the restaurants surrounding the market are open until 10 p.m. The parking can be costly though, $1 to $3 per hour, that depending on the season. The shops here are very artsy and touristy, that's why they are mostly quite expensive. But it's a good place to purchase authentic souvenirs. Vancouver Theatre Sports for comedy improv. There is usually live music or a performance to watch while you enjoy your meal. You can also extend your activities by renting boats, pedal bike, water boats, water ski, paddleboards, and even have tour. Can you see that floating home? That floating home community has been part of Falls Creek since the 1960s. The one located between Pier 32 and the Granville Island Hotel called Sea Village. The early float homes could be towed from one location to another, just like in Europe. But today's home stay in one location and hooked to utilities and connected to an address. Owning a float home is not cheap. You have to pay monthly more fees, $1,000, and the price for the home itself can be $1 million. The inventory is very limited and the license is hard to get. That 5.5-meter red giant sculpture, it's called the Proud Youth. You'll find the other giant sculptures in Vancouver Park as part of an open-air museum. I promise we'll come back next time to focus on the famous public market and the art exhibits.